Hey, what's up, Dub Nation? With the E40 voice. I can't believe all of you guys are here already. Thanks, RJ. Yeah, I think the superstars aren't going to play all that much. Even the Sacramento Kings aren't playing a whole lot of guys tonight. I saw on the Twitter stream, which, by the way, is over here. I literally, at least I've got Celtics Hornets on my TV, but I literally stayed up till 6, although it was 6 a.m. this morning from last night with some broken sleep in between. I just dozed off a couple times, but that's what I needed to do to get these videos done over here. Unfortunately, this one only has 7,000 views, but this one was good. But this one I did at like 8 or 10 in the morning. I can't even remember. 11 hours ago. So no, that was 7 in the morning. I did this one. So it's been a crazy day. I was just like catching up on sleep, just really tired, and writing another article, which I'm not done with on the website, which is kind of late. Don't forget, there's a link in the description for if you want to buy anything off of Warrior Shop. Just support us and buy it through the link in the description, which I'll copy into the comments right now. That way we get a little piece of that. It's not much, but something. Warriors, use this link. Yeah, use this link for Warriors Shop. So as far as the actual open practice, I don't know. I can't find anything so far, as I just mentioned on the comments. So the only thing I found was like Chase Center, and it was like an empty arena for a little bit there. I wouldn't be surprised if oh, by the way, Quindary Weatherspoon signed with the Lakers, so good job, Quindary. Also, Glenn Robinson signed with the Bucks, which was really cool because he gets to go back to the team that his dad was famously drafted on. Glenn Robinson, his dad. I don't know if that's Glenn Robinson the second or the first, but I'll assume it's the second, generationally wise. So yeah, I mean, the only thing we've got here is some Kings action back in Sacramento. Wait, night off, taking the risk. Pregame, they did a back-to-back. Why would you do a back-to-back? No wonder he put all his starters back in there. Here's some details of Warriors open practice. You can just Google it. But wait a minute. Hold up. Let's open another window. Are you serious? Is it SacramentoKings.com? SacramentoKings.com. Or is it Kings.com? Sacramento Kings. Where do you look at the schedule here? Fetching games. Thursday, October 19th, and yesterday was October 18th. So yeah, they scheduled a back-to-back in preseason. Let's just double check the Sacramento Kings preseason schedule. Games. Here it is. They scheduled a back-to-back. That's nuts. I would never do that to my team, considering Load management. I guess they're young. They don't have any like old vets other than Harrison Barnes. There's no way Barnes is playing tonight, right? There's no way. Let's just look for the box score. Do they have anything? Let's see. Sac. They wouldn't show anything right now. I guess the drive back to Sacramento isn't all that bad. I don't know. That's interesting though, huh? Scheduled themselves back to back in preseason. I wonder if Harrison Barnes is going to play. And they do have a lot of guys injured or not playing tonight. So, anyway, how did this come up? All right, let's go back to Twitter. Oh, I mean, and we waived Javonte Green. He was an Exhibit 9. We talked about this last night, which is the same type of contract as Rudy Gay, which means he's not going to G League now that he's been waived, unless there's some other transactional thing where they didn't want to pay him the bonus of 50 to 75K. Who knows? And he didn't have any other offers. Who knows? We won't know until someone finds out. I wonder who his agent is. Let's look it up. What is this? NBA.com. Let's see. Javonte Green. Let's go Real GM. RealGM.com. Javonte Green. I think they have the player agent in here. Duncan Lloyd. Who the heck is that? Oh, and then game is at 7. Yeah. Hey, Lori, what's up? Kings game is at 7. Our game is just open practice, and it's should be going on right now, but I haven't checked my latest Twitters. But we have a guest, surprise guest. We have a surprise guest. Let me put it in the poll. Start a poll. Do you guys know here he is? It's in the thing. So I'm gonna send him the StreamYard. So give me a moment. How do I send this? Let's see. Are you on laptop or mobile phone? Yeah, do you guys know him? Got some yeses. 50-50 so far. We have a surprise guest. It's so cool, man. I just saw that he went on IG Live, and I was like, oh yeah, we gotta hook up with Aaron Showtime Taylor. So let's look for the article of him. No idea. Oh, shines bright and well. How do you hold on? Probably one of. Yep. After 26 years in prison, Aaron Taylor just met Steph Curry and called a Warriors game. So there he is. And you can get the background info on Showtime Taylor. Oh, cool. Aloha over on Aloha Arbel says Jordan, there's another picture. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a nice icon. These are pinned. These 3 are pinned. Ooh, that's a nice one. Wow, all 4 of them running right there. Is that a Photoshop one or is that a real one? Let's check Twitter one more time. So far I've seen other than Chase Center. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's got to be photoshopped. There's no way you'd had all four of them right next to each other like thoroughbreds in a horse race. But that's nice. This was yesterday? No. Yeah, 21. Oh, this is the problem with Twitter. The new Twitter, it doesn't go to the list automatically. Yeah, I don't see anything from anybody other than so we can just go ahead and get him online because we ain't got nothing else going on. Not even Chase Center. Let's take a look at Chase Center real quick. Twitter.com. First of all, you got Brandon Pajemski. Pojemsk. I think it's B. Pojemsk 2. No, that's not it. Search Brandon Pojemski. I love his name. It's easy to type. Dub Nation, pull up. Fan Fest tonight. Okay. So there's that. And then there's Chase Center. Chase Center. They've got a few views to look at. Michael B. Jordan? No, that's a long time ago. Chase Center here. See, it's kind of empty, but that was 57 minutes ago. So Brandon's going to sing Sweet Caroline, as a lot of guys have done that before as rookies. Let's look at Aaron. Let's see what he's got. I've got to send the link to myself. So give me a second and we'll get Aaron Showtime Taylor. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's another article by, actually, let me just go here to my website. It was maybe 2 days ago. Maybe this one. Find Marcus. Yeah. Marcus Thompson of The Athletic had this article about Klay and CP3 going to San Quentin, where Aaron Showtime Taylor was incarcerated for many years, and then he was out I think 2 years ago now, and he was the announcer at the game, and he actually announced the game at Chase Center. I believe it was during the pandemic, but I can't remember exactly. Anywho, pretty cool that you guys are here with me. I might have to take a screenshot pretty soon. Link copied. Let's see. Okay, I'm sending him the link. Okay, let's come back here. Wow, we got 82 concurrents. Incredible. Get more inside. What does that mean? What do you mean by get more inside? Let's see. Daniel Barry. Where can we find stuff from Chase Center? Let me go back to my GSW list. Tie ball game in baseball. Man, my baseball fandom is at an all-time low. All-time low, I tell you. It's too bad. Judith Pierre in the house. Oh, yeah. Smash the like button. Appreciate that. We have 75 concurrents somehow. Only 25 likes. Oh, shoot. I don't want to keep that highlight there. Don't take us down, NBA. Please splash the like button. Yeah, thanks, Judith. Exactly. We've tripled the amount of concurrence than likes. Okay. Young talent for Pistons. Ooh. Is that Wiseman? Gotta scroll away from that. Dude, there's literally nothing. So Dunleavy was supposed to, Cooper Cup. I mean, a Cooper Flag, Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup's easier to say. Cooper Flag, who was at Steph Curry's camp many months ago during the summer, is there. What? Patrick Mahomes is the team's backup punter. That's hilarious. All right, I got nothing. StreamYard. Okay. Oh, there's Aaron. Showtime. Let's bring him on.
Hey, man.
Hey.
What's crackling?
All right, you're going to have to turn down your volume. Let's see.
I had it all the way up.
Right. Cool. That's better. Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh, I can hear. Everyone can hear me. There's a feedback.
I can hear.
Can you turn down? Oh,
yeah.
No, it's me. It's me. My fault. I don't know where it's coming from. I've had that muted. Oh, this is not good.
Let me see. Maybe I might can do it from here.
I'm thinking it's your mic.
Yeah, I just turned it up.
Okay.
Is that louder?
No, not it. There's feedback on me. There's an echo.
Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
All right.
That's strange. Okay, doing pumpkins and everything. You're a farmer? Wow. I know. Where can we watch open practice? I don't know. I'm trying to find something that has it. Well, there's plenty of people there at Chase. Oh, I lost the screen here. My bad. There's plenty of people at Chase. If you look at Chase Center. Is there no sound? There's probably no sound. No sound. Pretty good crowd then. Pretty good crowd. Lower bowl is taken. Got to finish my Starbucks right here. Who is that? Oh, they're doing intros. I mean, there's got to be somebody on Instagram doing a live stream of it somewhere, you'd figure. See if I can see if anybody is. This one? No. I follow so many people, you'd figure one of these fans would have done it, but Franco Finn left an IG story of it. Device is not connected. Waiting for Showtime Taylor. Oh, thanks, D-Roy. You too. I am a sucker for Frappuccinos. But I'm done with mine. I just was in a hurry to get back because the traffic around this time was horrific over here. 3-point bank. Thank you, D-Roy. Waiting for Aaron. And then maybe I will change the title. There isn't much going on. Again, check out 2 articles ago. I embedded part of the article of Marcus Thompson of The Athletic went to San Quentin. Every year they go to San Quentin. Bob Myers wasn't there this year. He always plays for the Warriors because this year, obviously, he stepped down from his position and then had a really nice story about dominoes. Apparently, Chris Paul can play some dominoes. And by the mathematics of what happened at San Quentin this time, he's probably better than Draymond at dominoes. And so there you have it. We got to find somebody who's done a dominoes tournament. Anyone ever do a dominoes tournament? We should link up with someone who's done that and see if Draymond can do a charity dominoes tournament. I would love to join that. I was pretty good at dominoes once, but it was so long ago. I don't even remember the rules exactly. Other than you start with the double and then all the outside tiles have to add up to some multiple of 5 for you to get the points. But other than that, I just vague memories of it. But I'd have to count the dominoes in order to be effective. It's a lot easier than counting cards, I think. But if you can count the dominoes, you're in good shape. But it's some high-level mathematics involved in that. So hopefully we'll get Aaron back. Dean in house. Yeah, Draymond. Don't know when he's coming back, but he'll get reevaluated on Sunday, and then the game is on Tuesday. So I don't know if he'll play opening night, but we'll see. Let's see what we do. Okay, so what do you guys want to talk about? Because not a whole lot going on. Let's check this one more time. Nemus Queta. Oh, Queta doing work. Okay. He's the guy I picked on in terms of needing a big man. Oh, there's Klay Thompson. All by his lonesome. Let me copy that. Throw that in the Discord channel. That's hilarious. It's always Klay like that. Okay. And repost. What else? I think maybe Aaron's trying to get on the laptop. Don't know. Chet Holmgren. What's going on? Mavs host Pistons. Phoenix Lakers. Kevin Durant. I wish I could watch that one. I don't think I can. I don't have it on my YouTube TV. Astros Rangers. Team previews NBA TV. Yeah. Yeah, because it's NBA TV. How do you get back? YouTube TV. Oh, NBA TV team previews. Yeah, but they are preseason games, so the opposing team isn't playing all their guys all at once, so or as much as usual. So gotta take that with a grain of salt. Oh man, so we're just stuck here. We're stuck here. The Chase Center one. Copy that one real quick to my Discord. Let's refresh this. Vibes are great for the Celtics. They're great for us as well. Let's see if Showtime got into the chat. Nope, he's not in the StreamYard yet. Clay has seen this movie before. Let's see if he DM'd me. Okay. Okay. Spidey, what's up? Oh, I hope Clay will get his contract immediately. Whatever. I kind of have to disagree with that. And I wrote about it on the website again. I think it's this one still. The same one that has Marcus Thompson's San Quentin article. Let's look at Clay. Yeah. Here I wrote about it on the website. So on the website, it is the second article down here. So you click on this and then search, do a find in your browser, Clay. And then that's where Woj first announced it the other day. And then I wrote my thoughts right here. It's like, don't worry about it. We're going to get Clay. It's just a matter of a few $1 million. And who cares if he signs it now, later? Who cares? He's going to sign it. There's no doubt. He's going to sign it. He's not going any other team. And it's really on Clay. Clay's the one that wants to bet on himself and maybe play better, maybe get voted or named onto the All-Star team, in which case, and really I'm just paraphrasing what I wrote, he can squeeze a couple more million out of Joe Lacob if he does make it as an All-Star. Ah, there he is. Okay. Showtime Taylor.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, I think you got to turn down your speaker.
I hope I got it.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. And
yeah,
for
you
some
gotta,
reason,
you got to turn it down.
I got to turn what down? My volume down on my phone?
Volume.
Okay, let's turn that down. How's that?
Okay, let's see. Yep. Nope. That didn't work.
That didn't work?
Do you have the YouTube on another app or browser?
A YouTube browser on another app? No.
Do you have the stream running?
Yeah, okay. Every time I go over here to set this camera, okay, here we go. Let's see. Camera 1 facing front. Yes, we want to go that way, facing the back. So let's go over here. Let's go back to where we were at with that camera. And let's go over here with the audio. Echo cancellation, automatic mic volume. Let's go off of there. Default speaker. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Can you hear me twice?
Can you hear me
'Cause I can
twice?
hear me
Because I
twice.
can hear me.
No, I only hear you once.
I can hear feedback. Strange. So I'm sending a help ticket to StreamYard. And to eliminate. There we go. Okay, we'll see what happens. Aaron is resetting his device. Okay, let's give it a chance here. Actually, hold on, Aaron. I'm getting customer service of StreamYard has hit me back, so let's see if he's got a solution to this. Oh, he is on a mobile phone. Firefox. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I can hear my echo
again.
I heard you echo that time myself.
Do you have anything, open that's related
related
to this stream,
this
such
stream,
as
such as
YouTube?
YouTube?
Gotta close YouTube.
Gotta close YouTube.
Don't know. Oh, I didn't get a chance to ask if he has Firefox. Sorry about this, everybody. Who knew? But we didn't have any problems last time I had Showtime on here. Strange. All right, let's take a look at Twitter. See if there's anything new. Ooh, Lakers Suns. Too bad we can't watch it. Ah, okay. Let me hit him up. I was just been told that he should wear headphones. Okay, so there's headphones. Let's see. Pretty sure Aaron's got headphones. He has a podcast, so he should have all of the necessary equipment. Here we go. CP2 made some young fans' day. Let's replay that. Okay. Yeah, let's hear some.
We can do this for 7-8 minutes, trying to simulate some of the stuff they do during games. It's a good skill.
You got a ball?
It's just a good.
That's a good little video. And we got some more with GP2 here. GP. And we had the Warriors account. They're doing the standard, getting your muscles warm drills. Okay. This is the Clippers game. Let's go back here, see if Aaron's there. Okay. It is possible picking up your voice in this. Okay, cool. I just heard. Do you have headphones on?
Not for this phone. this phone it didn't even come with headphones, and it doesn't even have, I didn't have any for the Bluetooth as well, but I do have it on the speakerphone. So using the speaker from the phone, am I too high or too low?
Can you turn off speakerphone?
Yeah, let me go off of speakerphone. I can come off of that.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. I can still hear myself. All right. What I'll do is let me try this. Aaron. Oh, okay. He removed himself again. Let's see. Does not have headphones. Sorry, everybody. Obviously, we've suddenly down to just 43 concurrents. Hey, Aaron.
Yep.
So there's going to be feedback. I'm going to try. Maybe it's me. Okay, testing. Okay, no echo there, and I muted Aaron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Aaron questions while he's muted, and then he will respond, and I'll unmute him. So it's rather old school. So we won't be able to talk over each other at all. But it's better than nothing. So Aaron Showtime Taylor got the Dub Nation colors on. Appreciate you. I want to remind our audience that we are now at the 37-minute mark. Aaron Showtime Taylor chimes in, pops on. So again, here's a SF Gate article about Aaron Showtime Taylor, and let me show you the background of that. Okay, so you guys can check that out. It's in the comments. I'll put it in the comments one more time so that you guys can have that background information. But yeah, Showtime Taylor he's literally called a game at Chase Center before, and we'll get him to describe that and anything else he wants to share with us, and then we can go into after he goes and gives you his background. We will go into what did he see at the San Quentin Warriors game that just happened like last month, where Marcus Thompson was at, and Klay and CP3 were there as well, and Aaron was there. So go ahead, Aaron.
Man, it's definitely an honor to come back. It's been 2 years since I've been back with Let's Go Warriors, and it was a playoff run in 2021 the last time I was here. So it's definitely an honor to come back. Like you said, I was blessed to, after 6 months of being released, to get an email from Raymond Ritter, the PR guru from the Warriors, invited me up to do a public address for the Rockets Warrior game, and I got there 3 days early to practice and get used to the equipment. And then the second day was the Wizards versus the Warriors, and Russell Westbrook gave me his tennis shoes. He was still with the Wizards then, and the following season when he got traded. And that night, April the 10th, 2021, they let me loose on the mic. And I was able to call out the opening line, the opening rosters, and basically do what public address what guys do, or people do, and that's bucket was scored. I was able to shout out the babyface assassin, Money Green. Gave everybody nicknames and whatnot. And then at the end of the game, I went to shake Steph's hand. I'm thinking it's over with. I'm ready to go. My nieces are up in the press box and stuff. And no, he when I hugged him, I was telling him, hey, it would be real cool, if you can go over to San Quentin one time on one of these trips with the Warriors, right? And he said, well, this isn't over with. We have a post-game interview that I want you to come over and do with me. And so, everything was surreal that night. And I was able to stand there and talk about myself a little bit, and then get drenched in water when he told me that I heated up the building in my Chase Center debut. And after that, man, it was crazy. I went to the Kelly Clarkson show. I went and got interviewed. Maria Taylor was still with NBA Countdown. I got interviewed by her and Vern Glenn up in the Bay Area, Larry Bill. I've been on After the Game, and Kate Rooney and Jay Dumas over at Crown Forest. The Bay Area is beautiful, man, and they definitely treat me very well when I come there, and I've been there often since then. But then now you're talking about the recent game, right? When Klay Thompson walked in through the gate at San Quentin, the San Quentin press corps went nuts. I mean, so when you walk inside in the Fox piece where Greg Lee did his piece at, you go through, you come through the parking lot and you go through a rotunda, right? And you go through 3 lock gates, and then you step out into the courtyard where the chapel area is at and the captain's porch is at. And it was about 15, 16 San Quentin media people there. And I'm telling you, when they walked in, it was just berserk when they saw Klay Thompson first, and then CP3 walks in, right? And I had a chance to talk to CP3 when he first pulled in before we went up, and I introduced myself. I'm like, look, man, I definitely grew up a Clippers fan, and I definitely appreciate what you did for the Clippers, but the Warriors are my family, and you're with the Warriors now, so we're family. And he came in, and they went down the hill, and Klay again was immediately surrounded. A lot of guys was talking trash to CP3 because they like, oh man, you're a new Warrior, we don't really like you. But he went over to the domino table and put hands on people over there. And it like it said in the article, he had to make up, and he did it for Dre, because the last time Dre was there playing dominoes, he did get beat, and they were definitely reminding him of it. And he put hands on people over there, and he got up from the table when I started doing the team introductions. And I saw him when he got up, but I didn't know why until I read the story. And there's a guy inside by the name of Steez. They talk about him in the article. And Klay definitely came over and told me, he was like, man, that dude reminds me of me right there. I said, well, listen, this is still the first quarter. We know who fourth quarter Klay is, right? But this guy's doing this stuff in the first quarter. And it was just a beautiful thing, man, just to watch those guys, their response when Klay Thompson walked through there, because they had the whole time we were there since 2012, and Draymond came in with Coach Jackson, and he came into Coach Jackson came back in 2013, and then Dre and Kevin Durant came in 2017. It was always the question about, well, how come Steph and Klay won't come? How come Steph and Klay won't come? And I did an interview with NBA Buzz, Mikey, I forget Mike's last name, right? I can't pronounce it just off the top of my head, but NBA Buzz, I did an interview with him, and he asked me about it. And I told him at the time, I said, well, look, they're the big stars. If you want to see what they're doing, you're liable to see Steph Curry and Aisha over in East Oakland, passing out books or passing out toys or something like that, or doing that. And you're liable to see Klay on his boat, minding his business, But when he walked through that gate, bananas. Bananas. They went nuts.
That's great stuff. Showtime. I appreciate you telling that story. And so real quick, just a quick question for you, and then I'll segue a little bit probably onto what you remember about Chris Paul with the Clippers. We'll talk about that in a second. But meantime, so mathematically, if Chris Paul beat your guy with a comeback in dominoes and they beat Draymond, does that make CP better than Draymond at dominoes? That is the core.
I don't know. So there's photos of Dre playing dominoes with Marvin Cosby and Caesar McDowell. Caesar McDowell was definitely the heckler in the movie Cue Ball, and he's out now. He's the CEO of Unite the People. So there's definitely photos there of that. I would have to say, yeah, that CP3 is better than Dre and dominoes, because there's dominoes and then there's penitentiary dominoes, and penitentiary dominoes, what I'm saying, is a whole nother animal to play, right? And so for Dre to get beat, you know what I'm saying, and CP3 to come in and, you know, redeem him, then I would have to say, yeah, CP3 is better than Draymond Green and Dominoes, at least on the prison yard. Now, hopefully neither one of them ever commits a crime and has to actually go to prison and stay there to improve their game, right? But in what we're talking about now, right, I'd have to give CP3 the edge over Draymond Green. I can't hear you.
My fault. Now we have a little clip that we can send Draymond and he can settle the score. So I can't wait to do that. So now that we got this recorded in StreamYard, so that'll be fun. Okay, so next segue. You are from LA. You're representing Dub Nation as well as anybody else in Dub Nation these days. You even got the blue and gold on for this particular live stream, which I truly appreciate. And you've called 2 games at Chase, so that pretty much you're in. But you grew up a Clippers fan, which means you were there, or you were not there physically there, but you were part of that whole rivalry back in the day with the Blake Griffin and CP3. So I'm going to just give you a blank canvas. Tell us everything you can about the Clippers experience with CP3 and how that will translate to the Warriors experience with CP3 in 2023-24.
So now I was incarcerated, so I didn't get to see a lot of games. I saw a lot of highlights, right? And but definitely wherever Chris Paul goes to, he improves that team, right? Stated fact, he went to the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns made it to the NBA Finals, you know. And I kind of look at it and would give the comparison for the audience to Coach Larry Brown. Coach Larry Brown, before he actually won with the Pistons, every team he went to, including the Clippers, improved, right? When he got to the 76ers, he had Allen Iverson and Eric Snow and a couple other pieces, and they made it to the NBA Finals and lost to the Los Angeles Lakers, right? The 76ers hadn't been to the finals since the 80s, right? When Larry Brown was the coach of the Clippers, they got as far as they could get, and then he moved on, right? And so it's the same thing with CP3. He started with the Hornets. He left the Hornets. The next team he went to, they improved. The next team he went to after that, they improved. He gets to the Clippers, they improved. I think they were a game or 2 away from the Western Conference Finals, right? And so now when he got to the Phoenix Suns, he led that team, and he led Houston as far as they went as well. And then he led Phoenix Suns into the NBA Finals. So what I expect CP3 to do with the Warriors is lead them into the NBA Finals and succeeding in getting a ring. Not just because Draymond Green said we're going to help him get a ring, but because he has the mind state, he has the skill set, right? If he can stay healthy, right, they will win the NBA Finals this year. If they don't win it, they will definitely be representing the West with CP3 out front. And I think the load is going to be a lot easier on him because you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Wiggins. You got Kevon Looney, right? You got Andre Iguodala. Man, the Warriors are set. They just needed somebody to get the hand out, to get the ball out of Steph Curry's hands, which is going to free him up. The man's got 2 or 3 shooters around him now. All he's got to do is just facilitate. And if he gets hot and he feels like it, I figure he's probably going to average between 10 and 12 points this season. And he'll average about somewhere between 9 and 12 or 13 assists per game, probably about 2 or 3 rebounds. That's what they need. Everybody else, if they do their job, they'll be if they don't get out of the West, I mean, if they get to the Western Conference Finals and get to the NBA Finals, they definitely have the people to win it.
Oops. Good stuff, Aaron. I appreciate that. And I'm thinking back that one year when the Clippers didn't quite make it. I believe CP got injured, right? Um, and also, you know, quite honestly, that is the number one concern of all Warriors fans this year is uh, Chris getting potentially injured at the wrong time. And unfortunately, that's happened to him before. But then again, we have, for sure Joe Lacob went out and got Rick Celebrini and got one of the best trainers in the NBA. And so there's probably going to be a lot of good load management happening. However, um, Aaron was keeping track of the team really closely back then. So what can you tell us that could maybe um, allay those fears of Dub Nation that CP might get hurt? Maybe there's a whole slew of seasons where he wasn't hurt in the playoffs, or is that pretty much a valid concern, et cetera, et cetera? So let's see what you got to say about CP on that. And again, for the audience that's just joining in, we got Aaron Showtime Taylor on. Go look him up. Google him, Aaron Showtime Taylor. And we're doing this sort of mic tag right now where we're experiencing a little feedback. So I'll talk and then he'll talk just slowly one by one. So here's Aaron to talk about CP3, injury concerns and history with Clippers in the context of injury.
So when we're talking injury, it's not just the Clippers, it would be the Houston Rockets and the New Orleans Hornets as well, because he got injured there. So I think it was his ankle that was injured at the Hornets. And so what I suspect and what I actually expect is, because this is his 16th year, I think, right? He knows his body better than anybody, right? And he knows and probably had those conversations with Joe Lacob, with the medical staff, with the trainers and whatnot, about what was the situations when those injuries occurred and how can they prevent them from happening by being out in front of them. So let's take example the injury that happened when he was with the Rockets, right? I think he pulled a hamstring. Leading into that, he had been overextending himself, right? And it's the same situation with the Clippers when he got injured. He was overextending himself. So what I expect is what you just said about load management and having CP3 at the age that he is now being acutely aware of his body, right? And diet and everything else and exercise and rest. And I think they have it now. The rule is that the star players have to play at least 65 of the 82 games. If that's the case and CP3 is considered a star player, if he plays those 65 games, they can set up a management to where later in the season, right, he gets more rest to get him ready for the playoffs, right? And then you also have the ability in the rotation, those pieces that you called off as well, and the new players that are coming in. His load management is not going to be the same as it was with the Clippers or with the Houston Rockets. So, and even with the Suns. So I expect him actually to be more acutely aware of his own health, his own age, and set right into a mode where he travels straight through what the medical staff suggests for him. And then if he feels like he can do more, he can speak up. If he feels a little bit of pressure, or if he feels, some type of physical part, he can always say, hey, I think I need to rest now. And I think it's going to work out, though. The first time I heard it, though, I was like, are they sure they want to bring CP3 in? Because this guy is really prone to injury. But then I had to think about myself, and everybody that's listening can think about themselves as they grow older. I'm about to be 58 on my birthday. There's just some things that I can't do that I did at 38. There's some things I could do at 38 that I couldn't do at 28 because I understood my body a little bit better. And so each of us has that internal clock, and that internal voice that says, you're not supposed to be doing this. And considering that they're playing on the highest stage, yeah, I definitely believe that he's definitely going to communicate with the medical personnel, with the Warriors and the trainers, and let them know exactly how he's feeling. I think he's going to be open and upfront about it.
again, great insights from really somebody who's seen CP3 a lot more than Dub Nation has, and it's going to be interesting to see how the season progresses. You know, it's one of these things where you can't really predict it. It's more like, 25, 30 games from now, you can jump ahead, or, the time will pass and then you'll look back and then we'll see how we did. But I do think Rick is really going to earn his paycheck this year, Rick Celebrini, of all years, because of just, how prone CP3 has been to injury in the past. But then this is a new challenge, and it's a different dynamic. And, we have a pretty deep team too. So that's another thing that's kind of exciting. You look at, Brandon Pajemski, and even yesterday, in place of Looney, we had another rookie. Trace Jackson Davis came in and played so well. All right, so we're gonna end this pretty soon, but I did want to close out with Aaron Showtime Taylor in terms of, like, how has his experience been since sort of being adopted by the Warriors, Dub Nation staff, Raymond Ritter, being a part of Dub Nation now for a couple years. And again, if you've called 2 games for the Warriors, I mean, that's pretty much, you're anointed. And not only that, I love the nickname. So actually, give us some more nicknames that you used back then, even if it was for a guy that's not with the Warriors. If you can remember one of them, I don't know, Juan Toscano Anderson back then, I can't remember, but give us some more nicknames that you used, and then talk about just really how you've embraced the Warriors, and what happens when the Warriors play the Clippers, because that's a tough one for you, right? So we'll close it out like that. Go ahead.
Some of the nicknames, that was Kenny Blaze for Kenny Bazemore, just went Kenny Blaze on that, right? JTA was JTA, right? Just a play on GTA, right? Grand Theft Auto. Who else was on there? I definitely remember Draymond Green, Money Green, right? But then there's also, if you check some of my memes out and some of the stuff I post on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, there's also Dre Day, right? And anytime Dre Day is on, it's Dre Day, and so you got the babyface assassin, you got Quarter Klay, you got Kevon Olajuwon, right? I don't call him Kevon Looney no more. That's Kevon Olajuwon, the way he rebounds in the clutch moments, right? Wiggins is Wiggs, right? And then there's some names, right, that I have for San Quentin Warriors, right? And a couple of them in particular. There's John Wyndham, aka the man with the 24th chromosome. There's Oris Pep Williams, aka Doo 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 Doo, the Human theme song. There's a guy by the name of Antoine. I can't think of his last name, but his nickname was the man with the Jordan shoe contract. Now you have to understand, when I'm saying these nicknames, I'm saying them in the flow of play-by-play, right? These are live game time nicknames, right? Dave Fatoki, who is I think he's the GM for the Santa Cruz Warriors. Actually, JaVale McGee gave him the nickname because when I was saying, I've said, yeah, his name is Dave. He said, what? His name is Just Dave. That's it. Yeah, that's his nickname now, Just Dave. So he became Just Dave Fatoki, right? Chuck Hayes, right? Big Chuck, right? Or Oaktown Chuck Hayes, that's on the coaching staff now. Noel is Jesus Shuttlesworth, right? And of course, Kirk Lakeup is Captain Kirk, and Kent Lakeup is K-Swizzle, right? And so those are my dudes, right? And to go to the question about when the Warriors and the Clippers play, man, I back out of the way, because, like I said, I was a longtime Clipper fan, and Warriors is family. I don't even consider the Warriors as a team when I look at them, even though they're part of the NBA. That's my family. You know what I'm saying? They brought me up when Klay came back in 2022 February. The Warriors flew me up there, and I was there for that game. I was invited into the press room afterwards. During the playoffs last season, when they lost to the Lakers, I was invited up there for that in the first round, I think it was, and I was out in front of Chase Center with Vern Glenn. I was able to wear my Heart in the Paint jacket. I have my own podcast called Heart in the Paint, and so I was able to wear my jacket up there. They're family. You know what I'm saying? I don't even consider the Warriors anything but family. You know, I can't see them any other way. And I don't even, the Clippers are cool. That's my team. You know what I'm saying? But the Warriors are family. And so when the Warriors and the Clippers play, I just get out the way. It's like, you know, I hate to use this analogy, but it's almost like having a Democrat and a Republican in your family during Thanksgiving, and you're sitting at the table and you just look, man, let me back out the way on this one because I don't want to get involved in that. I'm also I just recently got hired as the Chino High School play-by-play commentator. So I'm going to be doing play-by-play for the Chino Cowboys down here in Chino, California. You know, this is definitely an opportunity that, again, me being associated with the Warriors definitely helps, but I had to go in and do the work to get the job anyway. So I don't even know how to call that one though, but the Warriors and the Clippers, man, I don't even want to be a part of that one. I would sit that one out. If they asked me to do play-by-play, I'd probably be torn. You know, you wouldn't know it by me talking, but yeah, I would definitely be torn on something like that. So I try to stay out the way. I don't even want to go to a game like that. I'd rather just watch it on TV where I don't even have to do anything on that one. And I definitely, like I said, I appreciate you inviting me in. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you again. Like I said, it's been a couple of years since we was on here together, and I definitely appreciate it. But just so you're back, I'll say it again in case you didn't hear me. Me being in the position I'm in, when the Warriors and the Clippers play, it's almost like having the Democrats and the Republicans at the table with you at Thanksgiving, and you just throw your hands up and back out the way. Because you love your family on both sides, but if they're involved in that, then you just back up and get out the way. And that's how I look at if the Warriors and the Clippers play each other. Now, if it's the Lakers and the Clippers, or if it's the Warriors and the Clippers, there's no question. You know, I'm not a Laker hater. I'm from Los Angeles, right? But I'm not a Laker hater, but I'm definitely not a fan either. You know, the Lakers are the city champions. You know, they have 17 titles. You know. And everybody I grew up with was a Laker fan. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm not a Laker fan. Another reason is Marcus Johnson came from Crenshaw High School, where that's my alumni as well. Big John Williams played for the Clippers as well. You know, it was easier to get into the Clipper games over at the Sports Arena versus over at the Forum in Los Angeles, in Inglewood, right? But I just didn't gravitate toward the Lakers. I gravitated toward the Clippers. I've always been like a underdog fighter. You know, my football team is the Kansas City Chiefs, and I became a Chiefs fan in 1969 at 4 years old because Otis Taylor, we shared the same last name, and at 4 years old, I was like, oh, okay, I must be related to him. But it took 50 years to win another Super Bowl championship, and we got 2 in the last 4 years. So yeah, I don't switch up teams. You know, I'm a fan of who I'm a fan of, but the Warriors are family. It's not a fan there, it's family. They have definitely given me an opportunity by coming inside of the prison and hearing me. And then when I came home, they gave me the opportunity to come back up within 6 months to make it to the NBA. And that has helped me a lot over the past 3 years since I've been home. And anytime the Warriors call me up and say, we have something for you to do, everything is going on hold for that because it's my family, you know, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to be there for them every step of the way. I'm going to cheer for them. And I don't care where I'm at. Like you said, I represent Dub Nation down here in Southern California. Yeah, I get a little flack from it sometimes, but if overall, when I'm calling games for the Venice Basketball League, the Venice Women's Basketball League, I just called their inaugural season all the way through the finals as well. Everybody knows that I'm associated with the Warriors, and everybody know who I represent down here.
Great stuff from Aaron Showtime Taylor. We got DPOY Mond on the show. That's cool. He's in the chat. And a couple of things you mentioned there, Aaron, is first of all, family. That's exactly how we kind of run this channel, and everything that I do with Let's Go Warriors is more about family. So like when Jordan Poole gets traded, we it's not like we hate him all of a sudden. Like there was one of you off the hook in the comments about like you can actually root for Jordan Poole here. Obviously, until we face the Wizards, we're always gonna want the Warriors to win games, but like you can root for Jordan Poole. You can root for freaking Quindary Weatherspoon just signed with the Lakers, and we can root for him on that in terms of, wow, you earned another contract because he had to go play for the Maccabi team in preseason and was averaging 15 points a game, 50% from the field and 40% on threes. And hey, that's kind of our guy. Like he passed through Golden State and Santa Cruz. And so, you know, I've always wanted to ask somebody in the front office is like, how's it work when, you know, you have like, because so many former players don't actually come back. Even Juan Toscano Anderson didn't get signed this time around, so he went back to Mexico. But I digress. It's just like, that's family. We're always going to root for Juan, no matter what team he plays on. And so it's kind of it's good that we have you on because it's so you know, there's synergy there with what we're all about too. So I'm honored to have you here as well. As by the way, we're looking at some stuff on Twitter, and Looney is giving this kid you know, a trial by fire right there. So Looney being funny. So everybody, I just think it's great that Showtime came on here, took some time out of his day. Also, as you go, like I wanted to look at this one more time in terms of go check him out. This is his background, but like now he works at Chino High School, just like he told you. And the other thing is, you know who's one of my heroes? Nelson Mandela, right? He's just a positive thinker, right? And how many years did he spend in prison in South Africa? I believe it was like 28. And it's like Aaron Showtime Taylor pretty much spent nearly as much time incarcerated as Nelson Mandela. So maybe next time when you come on, so we don't take up too much of your time, this time is like you can give us a little bit of background next time of whatever stories that you had to go through, and your, let's say, I'm going to assume that probably some like transformation that occurred over the decades, a la Nelson Mandela as well. So that's why, you know, for someone like you to come on board here, that's, people don't realize it means a lot. It means a lot. Make sure my light is working here, but so thank you, Aaron. And so I'm going to let you close out with whatever you want to say. And then when you're ready to go, you just say thanks, and you can log off at that point. Appreciate you.
I'll give you one story, sports related, right? So, like I said, I called basketball at every prison I went to over 26 years, right? And at Sentinella State Prison on the level 3, we did a tournament where I was able to draft a team, right? And I drafted a pretty good team, right? We had 6 rounds of drafts, right? Now, 26 years, I was known as a really good coach, but I never won a championship inside of prison, right? But this was one of the opportunities I did get to get to a finals. And the thing about it is, and it correlates to the NBA, because you have people that sit on the end of the bench, right? Players 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then you have the practice squad 13, 14, 15, and 16, right? I made it to a finals in prison, and my 5th and 6th round picks to get us to the finals, they played like 1st and 2nd round pick, like they got picked in the 1st and the 2nd round. They had the game of their life, right? And so I made it to the finals, and I'm like, man, I'm about to get a finals, right? I'm about to be a champion, right? And when we got in the finals, the 5th and the 6th round picks played like 5th and 6th round picks. We went down in flames, but the overall experience, right, that I had, the joy I had for the game, the love I had for the game, the love I had for play-by-play, and just, you know, calling basketball inside of prison, those things I want to replicate out here, but it's extremely difficult to do it because of the environment. You know, it's definitely different environments, but that's what we did inside. Besides all of the other stuff that went on inside of prison, all that stuff, we played basketball, right? We played basketball, and I was able to call some of the best games that the world never saw. But all of those guys that I called basketball for helped me become Aaron Showtime Taylor to be able to be good enough to call games for the Warriors coaching staff when they came in, and to elevate me once I came home. And for the Venice Basketball League, the American Basketball Association, I was the voice for the Reseda High School girls basketball team one season, Go Regents, right? Out in Western High School, I was able to call a girls basketball tournament. And now I'm hired at Chino High School, home of the Cowboys. I'm going to be a Chino Cowboy, even though that's crazy too, because I'm also a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So to be sitting up saying, go Cowboys, right? I'm going to get used to it because that's what I'm hired to do. But I'll close out like you said. Nelson Mandela did 27 years and I think 6 months, and I did 26 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks. And I definitely committed the crimes that brought me to prison, right? So I'm definitely not Nelson Mandela in any shape, form, or fashion like that. But the transformation part, you get to a certain age where you do introspection, you know, you don't blame the world, right? And that's definitely different from Nelson Mandela. So I was able to sit in prison long enough to actually go introspective and look at myself and stop blaming the world, right? And once I did that, my life got easier inside of prison. I was healthier. I smiled more. You know, I was happy, you know, that I was able to feel good about myself, even though I was in one of the worst conditions, right, inside of the United States. And for that, you know, I thank the Most High, and I thank the people that were around me at the time that allowed me to have that introspection, and then to, you know, project it outward to the people around me. And so that way I can be in a position where we can have this conversation, you know. And with that, I'm going to close out, right, and just say, you know, again, Dub Nation is my family. Everybody in Dub Nation is my family. Bonta Hill is family. Festus Azili, family. Raymond Ritter, family. The Lakeups, family. You, family. DOPY Mon, family. Everybody in Dub Nation is family to me, all across the board. Whether you know me or not, whether you like the fact that I got here the way I got here, you're family. And I'm going to always appreciate you. I'm always going to share that love, man. I appreciate you bringing me on, and I'm going to sign off with that one.
Great stuff, Aaron. And what, before you sign off, you mentioned you had such deep basketball experience inside of San Quentin. I used to run basketball leagues here in the Bay, men's rec leagues, and it doesn't matter what level of basketball, because basketball at its most competitive is pretty much the same basketball, and you really start to understand how players think, and you know, whether they're stars, bench players, just practicing, drilling, and all the other types of drama that happen. It's like, it's familiar because we all have this love for the game. At the end of the day, we're all there to love the game. You wouldn't be there without the love for the game. So that shared love, anybody can really learn and pick up. And that's also, which again makes it even better that we had you on today just on a whim. I mean, I basically DM'd you when I saw your IG live today. It was just random, right? You came on board here, and we got some really, really good stuff today. And it's not just Dub Nation, but then it's the game of basketball as well. And that's what you and that's what we both want to do in our lives, is to kind of share that joy with everybody so that it can help people in whatever way imaginable. So I appreciate you. See you soon. When the Warriors play the Clippers, let's get you on like maybe the game before, so we can talk about it in advance, because you're Dub Nation family, but it's not like you don't know anything about the Clippers. You probably know more about the Clippers every single year than your average Warriors fan. So you can give us some insights on how they're doing. So
I definitely don't mind doing it. We can come back and yeah, like again, Dub Nation is my family, you know, and I'm from LA, so I don't know. They call him Showtime. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, say good to see you guys. We wish you the best. Okay, hey, you know, I appreciate you guys. Y'all are family. Y'all are family to me. I can't say it enough. You know, it would be extremely difficult for me to sit and watch a Warriors Clipper game with Dub Nation, because I'd be torn. It's like, I don't even want to do live play-by-play for a game like that, because what did it? Oh, wait a minute. Kawhi Leonard. Wait, Steph Curry. Oh no. Oh my God. I imagine them facing each other in the Western Conference Final. You know, that right there would be just like, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would definitely be out of the way, off camera, you know, someplace in a corner, like, you know, just with a towel, like, because look, each year that the Warriors went to the playoffs and the year that they won, right, and they was in the finals, here's some inside stuff. I talked to Ray Ritter. I said, listen, if the Warriors make it to Game 7 of the NBA Finals, can I get on the mic and call it? Will you please let me call an NBA Final Game 7, right? And, you know, he told me, you know, well, we'll see, right? But the Warriors never went to Game 7. However, not only Raymond Ritter, but the Venice Basketball League and somebody that Dub Nation knows real well, Baron Davis, had the Warriors went to Game 7 in 2021, I was going to call that Game 7 on top of the Venice Basketball League bus in front of Baron Davis basketball compound. That's how they were going to set this up. So again, Dub Nation is my family, and I'm never going to go against my family in the crunch, but I would hate to be sitting at the table with my family against my team. I got somebody sitting up in here talking about, oh, that'll never happen. The Warriors will never be playing up against the Clippers because the Clippers will never get there to play them in the Western Conference Final. He's a Laker fan. And that's how it is, man. I love all y'all, and I appreciate you having me on. I'm going to go on and sign off now because we're going to end up watching this Laker game. I'm going to have to listen to his mouth, right? But again, Dub Nation, for real. Appreciate you having me on, and we're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do what you just said. I'll come on before the Warriors play. But look, I don't know if they come down here, I may get invited to the game. I may go live on Instagram or TikTok and do play-by-play like I've done for other games, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Thanks, Showtime. See you soon, my friend. Hey, that was fun. Okay, one thing I got to do real quick is let's watch this. Let's turn on the sound. 2 minutes. 2 minutes right here. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can put this on YouTube because he's gonna be singing a song that's probably copyrighted. So let's just tune in every couple seconds. Halo by Beyonce. Okay, so go check out 95.7 on Twitter. I can definitely not play this song on YouTube, otherwise they'll take us down probably. But I got to fix my light. I don't think it's plugged in. I'll be right back. Let me check this. Okay, yeah. So my light accidentally came out of the socket. Well, that was fun stuff, right? Who knew? Who knew that we would have Showtime Taylor on? I wasn't expecting it. It's just that I knew that the open practice might not have a lot of content today unless you're actually there live streaming on Instagram or something. In fact, I had my friend Ricky was supposed to be there, but then it looked like he told me later on that that he had scheduled some other thing for tonight, not knowing the open practice was going to happen. So, but normally he's there. Oops, and should have ended the poll a while ago, but there's well, if you didn't know Aaron Showtime Taylor, you certainly do now, and it's good to have this positivity on. I never really even realized how synergistic both of us are. Let's take a look at Chase Center right here. So yeah, not a whole lot going on in terms of what we can present of the open practice. Who is that guy? Malcolm Brogdon. Forgot he was on the Blazers. Yeah. So this is the Clippers preseason. They're playing the Lakers. Kevin Huerter lookalike. We saw him last year at the series in Sacramento. Steph loves the kids. There's Rudy Gay. And there's Steph. So just some views of the open practice. We actually have some old open practice stuff you can look at on our YouTube channel, I think. Let's try it. Warriors open practice. So, I mean, we've seen this before. Here's one open practice scrimmage. So we had really good seats that year. And then there's even more from 2 years ago. So even more. Oh gosh, we had remember Klay was sick under the weather both 2 years ago. So we had quite a few of those in the past. So you can always go to Let's Go Warriors and then type in Let's Go Warriors open practice from YouTube and see some of that older content if you wanted to get a feel for it. But anyway, that was fun. That was fun. Let's check Twitter one last time. So we can catch up with everything on Twitter or wherever. Instagram, I'm sure, has some of this stuff. Chase Center, just go look for Chase Center account, and Chase Jackson Davis. Chase Center 1 minute ago. So they just posted this. So he's having a whale of a time. I'll bet you this has no sound. Yeah. See, they know. Chase Center doesn't want to copyright themselves or take themselves down. LeBron James and Kevin Durant. No, sorry, the Lakers are against the Suns. My bad. They're not against the Clippers. But the Clippers are at Crypto, and this is in Temecula, I believe, at some Indian resort, I believe. Could be wrong. So, yeah, open practice is going on strong right now with the singing part for the rookies. So I don't really have much else, and it was kind of cool that we had Aaron Showtime Taylor. Otherwise, it would have been truly a boring open practice type of live stream. But I did change the name to which then caused everybody to leave. Warriors chat discuss with Aaron Showtime Taylor. So that's the new title. So anyways, next live stream is tomorrow. SAS-GSW, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. 7 p.m. tip-off. For Wemby. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do is I wanted to put up a poll real quick. With Wemby playing tomorrow, should I have some popcorn ready for the game? Tomorrow's Friday. So let me know if I should have some popcorn with us because it's Wemby, and he is super entertaining. He is an alien. We saw this one already. When's Pajemski going to do Sweet Caroline? We want to see that as well. You know that's going to happen. Look at Malik Monk is going off already in Sacramento. We know the feeling. He can certainly put the ball in the hoop. All right, 2 votes say yes. It's a yes then. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys? Thanks a lot. Signing off now. Went about an hour and 26 minutes. Appreciate you all and see you soon. Bye-bye.